Hello and welcome to Lanier. My name is Justin. I'm the owner of Team 53 and I partner with Coach Dave Academy and Impel Motorsports to provide you with this week's Learn to Drive video for rookie street stocks at Lanier as part of iRacing 2025 Season 1 Week 8 official series action. If you guys can, make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe. It does a ton to help get our message out. If you're new to iRacing, perhaps you're considering joining iRacing, you stumbled across this video, head over to impelmotorsports.com. It'll be linked in the description below. Impel's got some great Moza and Sim Magic sim wheels and pedals. I use myself a Moza R9, so I love it. It's been amazing for me. I've had it for a couple years now. So definitely check them out. And then too, as part of support of this channel, I race here in Wisconsin, locally in a late model. We have a wonderful fans only sponsorship opportunity. $10 gets your name on the deck lid of the car. It's a great cause. You know, you can head over to team53racing.com, sign up for it there. So let's talk here about rookie street stocks. So unlike the mini stock, we do have a couple adjustments that we can make with the street stock in the setup. Three things: steering ratio, steering offset, brake balance bar. We've talked about all these things before, but in case you're new, steering ratio is simply for every, normally this is set at 12 to 1 stock. So I moved it to 10 to 1, which means for every 10 degrees of steering wheel rotation, so I move my wheel 10 degrees, it's going to move my tires 1 degree. iRacing base is 12 to 1, so 12 degrees for 1 degree of tire rotation. Steering offset stock for iRacing is 0. I run a +4 on iRacing, so basically all that is, if you've watched the NASCAR cars at all, or short track racing and people have the MPI wheel or a wheel with just a tape line in the center of it, all you're doing is you're taking your center line of your wheel and you're moving it to the right, +4, so that way, like when you're going down the straightaway, you'd be steering to the right to go straight, but with the 0, it would be, right down the middle. So I find a +4 is easier. That way I don't have to turn as far into the corner. So it's helpful there. And then brake balance bar, stock was 56. I moved it to 53. Basically what you want to do is move it as far forward as you need, so lowest percentage that you can possibly get to. Um, or as far to the rear, but just to keep it to where it's not going to spin out, basically. Just what the description says here on iRacing. I run a 53 to start out. It felt really good to me. I ran some great lap times. That's all that really mattered. Now, before we get out on track, it's rookies at Lanier. So one of the things that we have to talk about is how do we get on track? So for example, this week, you don't just pull right out here. This is where you'll come into pits. What you'll have to do if you want to go out on track is you're going to drive all the way down this front stretch. And then right here, where this red barrel and the green cone is, that's where you'll pull out. If you want to pit, you'll enter off of 4, you'll come all the way around, and you'll wrap all the way around here. It takes forever to pit here. So if you wreck out and you need to use a fast repair, your race is pretty much over. I better hope everybody else needs it as well. So going out for qualifying here, you'll start out right here at the end of pit road is where they'll have you set for actual qualifying. I'm just doing a mock where I start slow. I'm going to tire heat. I had a couple people message in, and we talked about this in the mini stock video, that they're getting black flagged for going too slow trying to tire heat. So I usually keep it between 25 and 30 miles an hour. It gets me enough. And trust me, I can tell the difference because in these qualifying laps, it's the same setup. The only difference is I tire heat, and I'm usually about a tenth faster. So take it for what it's worth. We're going to run lap 2 here as our fast lap. So make sure you hit like and subscribe while you're waiting for me to come around here. Does a ton. Like I said, it helps support local racing. You can sign up for our fans only promotion that we have going on. So we'll swing up high here, coming to what would be my white flag, and I'll catch 89 miles an hour here at the start finish line. You can already see based off the tape wheel, I'm already turned into the corner here at the start finish line. That starts pretty much right when we come off the corner here, we start turning in. So we're going to bring it in, and we're going to go just past the stoplight, a couple, maybe the next set of dash lines after, before we're going to start to lift and brake. Actually, it's pretty darn close to the stoplight here. So use that same as mini stock. We're going to brake just like we did in the mini stock. My goal though is going to be to bring this street stock in a little bit shallower than what we did the mini stock. And I actually want to take my left front and I want to get it to hook that seam you can see right here, that little crack right there. That's where I'm trying to get my left front to hook. So I get my left front there, and when I feel that hook and it kind of helps turn the car, that's when I throttle up. Very similar how to drive to the mini stock, right? Steering off the corner, bringing it in. Now here for turn 3, we're going to lift here, going into 3 and brake. And then it's that wide arc, just like we did for the mini stock, crossing over pretty much the exact same spot. Coming around, we're going to get that left front though down on that seam, just like that, with the left rear too. And we're just going to use that to drive off the corner, and as we throttle up, we're able to let go of the wheel a little bit. I use every inch of this track that I possibly can. Did not get an incident there. You can see in this room, no incidents at all. So we use every possible inch that we can for a 451. I wouldn't be surprised if the 440 piece of cake. I probably could have run 2 more runs and hit a 440. I don't know if you'll see any threes, probably towards the end of the week once people have the track kind of figured out, a few more reps in them. Um, if you're hitting a 5, I'd say you're doing phenomenal for rookies. If you're hitting a 6, you're doing great. You got to remember, I've got like 12 years on iRacing and 7,500 I rating, so just kind of got to watch that. Race trim here, like I said, we ran a 45 in Q, and then here in race trim, a 57 was about the best that we could pull out. So, does tire heat matter? There's your answer right there. Race trim, it's going to look pretty much the same. The big thing, and I talk about this in the mini stack videos, coming off these corners. A lot of times, lower splits or in rookies, guys that go a lap down, they're going to give you a ton of room in the corners. They're just going to go high, and they're looking to get out of your way. But what happens is they'll come off this corner and you'll be coming up naturally, and the two of you will meet. So you just have to be aware when you're coming off those corners. I usually try, when I'm running like a fixed SK modified race, I'll usually use this crack as kind of my guide, and I'll try and stay below that crack if I'm coming around somebody here coming on exit. Um, Other than that, like I said, it's pretty much the same. Passing wise, you're going to get a lot of guys that are going to dive bomb you going into 1, so I would practice a shallow entry and have that ready. You'll see guys going down onto the apron to try and pass you. It happens. I don't recommend it, and it's not something that I coach with any of my drivers. So what we really want to look at is getting a good run here off the corner, timing our runs, getting a good run going in, showing bottom down the straightaway, and then braking into the corner. I think is the proper way to pass here. Other than that, if you've made it through here, I can't say this enough. Please like, comment, subscribe. It does a ton. I know you guys get tired of hearing it, but it does really help out. And then if you are interested, Team 53 fans only sponsorship, $10, get your name on my car. It goes a long way, helps me out with my budget, helps us maybe make a few races that we wouldn't otherwise. So if you guys do run, let us know how you did. Leave it in the comments. Hop in the Team 53 Discord link below, and we will see you guys in the next video.